Now, let's make the shell. To make the shell, start with a chain stitch foundation. We need to make 2 chain stitches at the end of the first row. Then turn the fabric and continue crocheting. Next, let's begin making it. Take out the yellow yarn. First, make a slip knot. Hold the yarn tail with your right hand. Place the yarn on your left palm. Wrap the yarn around your index, middle and ring fingers once. Pinch the crossing point of the yarn with your thumb. Then remove the loop from your fingers. Pass the right thumb and index finger from the right side of the loop to the left side. Hold the working yarn with your right hand. Hold the yarn tail with your left hand and pull the yarn. A slip knot is made. Pulling the working yarn adjusts the size of the loop. Take out the crochet hook. Insert the hook through the loop. Pull the working yarn to adjust the loop size. Leave a small gap between the crochet hook and the loop. The loop should move freely on the crochet hook. Pass the yarn between the little finger and ring finger. Then pass through the palm between the middle finger and index finger. Hang the yarn onto the index finger. The yarn tail needs to be positioned underneath the crochet hook. Pinch the slip knot with your thumb and middle finger. Work 3 chain stitches first. The first one. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. The second. The third. Three chain stitches are completed. We need to turn and skip to chain stitches. We will work through the back bump of the third chain. Turn the fabric to the back side of the V shapes. There are 3 small horizontal lines on this side. These small horizontal lines are the back bumps. We need to crochet on the third back bump. Count from the side near the crochet hook. This is the position where we crochet. Crochet 5 half double crochet in 1 stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook and insert hook through the third back bump. Now there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the first loop on the crochet hook. There are now 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull the yarn through the 3 loops on the hook. 1 half double crochet is done. Use the stitch marker to mark the first stitch. The second one, yarn over the crochet hook and insert hook into the same back bump. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the first loop on the hook. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all 3 loops on the crochet hook. The third half double crochet in the same stitch. The fourth half double crochet in the same stitch. The fifth one in the same stitch. Five half double crochet are completed. Then work to chain stitches. The first, the second, These 2 chain stitches serve as standing stitches to raise the height. They are not counted in the stitch count. The first row is completed. For the second row, first rotate the fabric half a turn counterclockwise. Crochet 1 back post half double crochet and 1 chain stitch as 1 sequence. Repeat this sequence 4 times. The first sequence. Yarn over the hook end, then insert the crochet hook from the back of this V shape. Pass through the entire V shape. Insert through the second V shape from the front. Insert through the V shapes. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through both V shapes. There are now 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the 3 loops on the crochet hook. 1 back post half double crochet is completed. This is how it looks from the other side. Use the stitch marker to mark the first stitch. Next, crochet 1 chain stitch. The first sequence is completed. For the second sequence, first crochet 1 back post half double crochet. Yarn over the crochet hook and insert hook through the second V shape from behind. Insert hook through the third V shape from the front. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through both V shapes. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all 3 loops on the crochet hook. Next, crochet 1 chain stitch. The second sequence is completed. The third sequence. First crochet 1 back post half double crochet. Yarn over the crochet hook and insert hook through the third V shape from behind. Insert hook through the fourth V shape from the front. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the 2 V shapes on the hook. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all 3 loops on the crochet hook. Next, crochet 1 chain stitch. The third sequence is completed. The fourth sequence. First, crochet 1 back post half double crochet. Yarn over the hook and insert hook from behind through the 4th V shape. Insert from the front through the 5th V shape. That is the stitch marked with the stitch marker. Make sure to go through both strands of the V shape. Yarn over the hook and pull through the 2 V shapes on the hook. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all 3 loops on the crochet hook. Then crochet a chain stitch. The 4th sequence is completed. Finally, crochet a half double crochet. Yarn over the hook and insert through the 5th V shape. That is the stitch marked with the stitch marker. Yarn over and pull through the V shape on the hook. Yarn over and pull the yarn through all 3 loops on the crochet hook. The second row is completed. Leave a 12-inch yarn tail for sewing and then cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail out. Next, crochet the lower half of the shell on the other side. Insert the crochet hook into the third back bump. Pass through the middle gap. Hold the yarn tail together with the fabric. Yarn over and pull the yarn through this gap. Place all the yarn tails on the left side. Next, crochet 1 chain stitch. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. Next, crochet 3 single crochet. For the first one, insert the hook through the middle gap. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the middle gap. Yarn over and pull through both loops on hook. The first single crochet is completed. Use the stitch marker to mark the first stitch. For the second, insert the crochet hook through the middle gap. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the middle gap. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. For the third, insert the crochet hook through the middle gap. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the middle gap. Yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. 3 single crochet are completed. Leave a 4-inch yarn tail and then cut the yarn. Use the crochet hook to pull the yarn tail through. Next, we need to weave an end. First, remove the stitch marker. Turn to the back side of the shell. First, thread the longer yarn tail onto the sewing needle. Insert the needle into this spot on the fabric. Tie a knot with these 2 yarn tails. This will prevent the yarn tails from coming loose. Cut off the excess yarn tails. Next, let's weave in this yarn tail. Thread it onto the sewing needle. Tighten it. Insert it like this from the middle. Tighten the yarn. Then repeat the same process. Then tie a knot. Pass it underneath this yarn. Pull it through the loop. Tighten. Cut off the excess yarn tail. The shell is completed. Now, let's make the heart. The heart is made by starting with a magic ring. Let's get started. Take out the red yarn. First, create a magic ring. Next, crochet a chain stitch to secure the magic ring. We have now made a magic ring. And we crocheted 1 chain stitch. In the first round, crochet 4 single crochet into the magic ring. The first one. Use the stitch marker to mark the first stitch. The second. The third. The fourth. For single crochet are done. We can see 4 V shapes from the side. Pull the yarn tail to tighten the magic ring. Next, crochet 1 slip stitch. The first round is completed. For the second round, start with 1 chain stitch. Then crochet 4 single crochet increases. The first one. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. Crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. The second increase. The third increase. The fourth increase. Four increases are completed. Please count carefully, there should be a total of 8 stitches. Finally, crochet a slip stitch. Insert the hook into the first stitch to make the slip stitch. The second round is completed. Note that the yarn tail is positioned at the back. For the third round, start by crocheting 1 chain stitch. Then crochet 8 single crochet. The first one. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The second. The third. The fourth one. The fifth. The sixth. The seventh. The eighth one. Eight single crochet are done. Please count carefully, there should be a total of 8 stitches. Finally, crochet 1 slip stitch. The third round is completed. Adjust the fabric so that the front side is facing us. A side with the yarn tail should be inside. We need to crochet 1 more fabric. For the first one, leave it to inch yarn tail. And no need to cut the yarn for the second one. Leave it to inch tail for this fabric. Then cut the yarn. Use the crochet hook to pull the yarn tail through. Keep the stitch marker on the fabric. The first fabric is completed. Please crochet the other one using the same method. The third round of the other fabric is now completed. Now, let's work on the fourth round. First, crochet a chain stitch. Next, continue to crochet 8 single crochet on this fabric. The first one. Use the stitch marker to mark the first stitch. The second. The third. The fourth one. The fifth. The sixth. The seventh. The eighth one. We need to continue crocheting on another piece of fabric. Insert the crochet hook into the first stitch of this fabric. Continue to crochet 8 single crochet. The first one. Remove the stitch marker. The second. The third. The fourth. The fifth. the 6th, the 7th, the 8th one, there are 16 stitches crocheted here in total. Next, make a slip stitch. Insert the hook at the stitch marker's position to make the slip stitch. The 4th round is completed. Remove the crochet hook and tidy up the yarn tail in the center. Find the yarn tail where the yarn was cut and thread the yarn tail onto the sewing needle. Note that this yarn tail is at the edge of the fabric. The remaining 2 yarn tails are from the magic ring. We can tuck them inside the fabric. Do the same on this side as well. Use this yarn tail to sew up the gap in the middle. Pull this yarn tail to the outside. Tighten up. Insert through the gap on the side. Move to this side. Sew up the gap in the middle. You can sew it crosswise. Insert the excess yarn inside the fabric. Tuck the yarn tail inside the fabric. Next, continue crocheting. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Tighten the loop and hold the yarn on hand. For round 5, start by crocheting 1 chain stitch. Then crochet 16 single crochet stitches. The first one, remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The second, the third, the fourth, here we crochet for single crochet stitches as a demonstration. For the remaining 12 single crochet stitches, please crochet them yourself using the same method. All 16 single crochet stitches are completed. Please count to ensure there are 16 stitches in total. Finally, crochet 1 slip stitch. Round 5 is completed. For round 6, start by crocheting 1 chain stitch. Then crochet to single crochet stitches. The first one, remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. A second, next, crochet to decrease stitches. For the first decrease, insert the hook into the front loops of the next 2 adjacent stitches to make it. The second decrease. Then crochet for single crochet stitches. The first, the second, the third, the fourth, next, crochet to decrease stitches. The second decrease. Then crochet to single crochet stitches. There are a total of 12 stitches. Finally, crochet 1 slip stitch. Round 6 is completed. Remove the crochet hook. Take out the cotton. Fluff it up and fill it into the fabric. After fully stuffing the fabric, continue crocheting. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Tighten the loop and hold the yarn. Round 7. First, crochet a chain stitch. Then crochet 6 decrease stitches. First, remove the stitch marker. Press the cotton with your middle finger. The first decrease. Mark the first stitch. The second. The third. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth one. Six decrease stitches are completed. There are 6 stitches in total. Finally, crochet 1 slip stitch. Round 7 is completed. Leave an 8-inch yarn tail. Cut the yarn. Pull the yarn tail out. Remove the stitch marker. Take out the sewing needle. Thread the yarn tail onto the needle. Pick up the front loops of the last round to close. Pull the yarn tight to close. Then thread the excess yarn through the middle. Pull the yarn out from any position. Weave the excess yarn inside the fabric several times to hide it. Cut off the excess yarn tail. Pinch and adjust the shape of the heart. The heart is completed.